Shri A. Raja ji, please, honorable member.
सर आप पंकज कुमार मिश्रा को सपोर्ट करते हैं? आप शायद नहीं करते पंकज कुमार.
Please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Sir, having heard the arguments from the both sides and the very brief introduction by the Honorable Minister, my friend, he used only two words, two vocabularies. In the interest of the justice, we are bringing this bill, and we are not enhancing the tenure of the CBI director and ED director. Instead, we are reducing it. Very beautiful argument. Sir, when I was admitted in my postgraduate in law, I recall my memories. I was interviewed by the High Court judge in order to get the admission. He asked one question, Mr. Raja, you completed your law. I want to ask a very basic and very cardinal question. You know, in Constitution, separation of power is there. But one person is exercising all powers in some time. Executive, legislature, and the judiciary. 1 minute I was little bit shaky. Then immediately I told, he is the President of India. The reason is, he is having power to promulgate the ordinance in the capacity of the legislature, and he is the power of judiciary to pardon the people, those who are convicted. Even sentence can be reduced. So, such a beautiful office is the President office. But the constitution makers never believed that the BJP government will misuse even that office. Sir, I'm surprised student of law. The bill is being brought to undermine the President office, ignoring the all constitutional values. Sir, Premchand was very clear and categorical. I do not want to repeat it. In common cause, in the case of common cause and the Vinith Narayan, the upper court settled very clear legal proposition that the extension should not be done permanently. Even if it is necessary, it should be a short while. For extraneous consideration, it has to be done. How many judgments? Sir, the warning expressed to the Supreme Court. Don't do the extension to the government. Now it becomes substantial by the government by illegal means. That you are defaming the Supreme Court. Not only defaming the Supreme Court, any judgment pronounced by the Supreme Court is the law of this land. Not only this Parliament. This Parliament gave the ample power to the Supreme Court. My lord, if you are saying anything in the court, it becomes the law, even though it is not legislated here. That is the constitutional position. But the constitutional position which was envisaged in this house was brutally destroyed by this government and honorable minister. My dear friend, this is not fair on your part. You may not be here, I may not be here after 100 years or 50 years. But the record will speak. My friend, the Minister for Personnel, Jitendra, is doing injustice not only to the common people, to the Supreme Court of India. Sir, having said, I oppose the bill on 4 grounds. One ground, this amendment is absolute contrast to the judicial precedents, which was widely expressed by Premchand and my dear senior Manish. Second one is, it destroys the institutional integrity. Third one, legal administrative arrangements under which the CBI is functioning is going to meet complete anomaly. Third point. Fourth point, I may be permitted to give few instances where the independence of the CBI and ED were in question at present. Sir, in the Vinith Narayan case, relying the recommendation of the expert committee, initially it was decided that the CBI chief can be selected by the CVC, Home Secretary and the Secretary Personnel. Thereafter, the Lokpal came into existence. As per the Lokpal, after the due deliberation in the Parliament, the selection committee was, the density of the selection committee was little bit enlarged. Not only little bit enlarged, it was completely almost constitutional, where the Chief Justice of India and the leader of opposition headed by the Prime Minister. So, what type of importance and significance was attached to the committee when the leader of opposition and the Chief Justice of India is in the committee? Now, there is a committee, they are going to select a person. On the other hand, bypassing the committee, you are keeping somebody in your mind, and for that person's sake, you are amending this law. Ignoring your own Prime Minister, ignoring the LOP and the Chief Justice of India. So this is not only little bit legal and technical, it is completely not only abuse of power, it is total mockery in our administrative system and political system, parliamentary system. Sir, by virtue of the Lokpal 2014 and the consequent amendment to the Delhi Special Police Establishment Act, the institutional administrative mechanism between the CBI and CVC were made absolute dependent and coexist to ensure the independence of the agencies ED and CBI. Because of the Lokpal, CVC and Delhi Special Police Act came into not only nearer, it is dependent to each other to give a fair justice, fair criminal investigation. Whether it is happened by this amendment. Sir, with this background, I want to submit the 4 points, little bit I want to elaborate. Sir, first of all, the ordinance falls foul of the judgment passed by the upper court in the matter of common cause, Vinith Narayan, where the Supreme Court directed the tenure of the incumbent director ED cannot be extended further. Sir, I need not quote. Of course, I am having the judgment. My latter friends, both of them quoted the judgment. Sir, knowing fully well that such a categorical observation was made by the Supreme Court, the government wants to have a third chamber of the Supreme Court through the President route. You cannot exercise the judicial power. But you want to do it. How it can be sustained before the court? Sir, another judgment it is observed that the Supreme Court that minimum period of service ensures security of tenure and would reduce the chances of external influences and extraneous pressures. The word used by Supreme Court is external interference and extraneous pressures. I think that in order to avoid the judgment was given, now you are under extraneous pressure and external pressures and external interferences. You want to do. Sir, the second point is institutional integrity. Is the keystone must be considered seriously while we are taking such decisions. Sir, repeated extensions or enhancing the tenure will be not only irrational, but also open the possibilities of political interferences and even the material considerations. That cannot be ignored. Sir, we cannot forget that the ugly incident, even I can say the diabolical drama, which happened in the great institution of CBI, which was intervened by the Supreme Court.
Shame.
Sir, in 2019, I do not want to name, the then director of CBI was forcibly and physically removed from his office at midnight. At midnight. I have not heard in the entire world, those who are following the Anglo-Saxon jurisprudence. Thereafter, Supreme Court intervened and he was permitted at least 2 days to retire by reinstallation.
Shame.
When the director of CBI was forcibly, physically thrown out by the government, and now we are bringing a law. No, we wanted to have a fair investigation. We wanted to have a fair man. Who will believe?
No one.
Who will believe, sir?
Shame.
No. Sir, then this order was quashed by the Supreme Court. Sir, when such a bad experience was seen in the country, who will believe that the amendments which gave 5-year tenure of directors of CBI ED are brought to enhance the performance of the agencies? The concept of extension of tenure has not been deliberated anywhere within the government or in the selection committee. Sir, absence of such deliberation, am I not entitled to say that you want to keep the incumbent director and ED and CBI on probation with a tight leash with a hidden quid pro quo?
Yes.
I repeat it. I want to say that you want to keep the incumbent director of ED, CBI on probation with a tight leash with a hidden quid pro quo.
Yes.
Sir, even one more legal angle, it cannot be ignored. Sir, you are keeping a person on what we call pigeon hole theory. Pigeon hole is there. Hole is there. You want to find a pigeon to put it inside. That is in the law of pigeon hole theory. Now, suppose you are aiming a person for the director of CBI or ED. You are giving 5 years. Had it not been 5 years, the another man having such a seniority is entitled within 2 years or 1 year or 6 months after superannuation. His term is cut. That violates the Article 14 equality before law. Now my lad and friend, my minister is saying that, no, we are cutting the tenure of the CBI director. Please, with folded head, I am telling. Tell me, in the past history, how many directors of ED and ED and CBI completed total 5 years without any interruption or superannuation?
No.
Can you count one?
No.
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 When such incident is not at all in existence, you want to give a new interpretation, even the Supreme Court will not do like this. A senior lawyer can't do like this. So, sir, that is why, sir, this completely, you are having hidden agenda in your mind.
Always.
Sir,
Always.
I am coming to the third point. I will come to third point. Sir, there are 3 laws governing the CBI's functioning. One is CVC Act 2003, then the Delhi Special Police Establishment 1946, Lokpal Act 2013. These 3 bills simultaneously having superintendence over the CBI. These laws having 2 sets of selections committees independently for the ED and the CBI. Sir, even for superintendents over this ED and CBI, as per the Delhi Special Police Act, the CVC is supposed to have superintendency over the power of CBI. At the same time, Lokpal also having such a similar power. The only thing is, these 2 organizations having power to having a superintendent's power of the CBI or ED, when the matter is referred to them, unless and until the matter is not referred, the entire power is being vested to the government. So ultimately, who is running the government? Who is running the CBI? Who is running the ED? Selection is over. Superintending power with a limited purpose on reference to the other institutions, CVC and CBI, Lokpal. In the absence of the specific reference, these institutions are maintained, superintendent, every advice was given by the government. So who is the real runner of the CBI and ED?
Modi.
Government.
Modi.
By law, it is still a riddle, unless and until the riddle is removed. The CBI will be continuing as a pet dog to the government. Sir, this should be removed.
Slave.
Sir, Sir, I come to the instances where the independence of CBI, ED are in question. Sir, it is surprise to see me. This is my 5th term. Even early days I joined in politics in student wing of DK, mother of DMK. But I have not come across that the ED officers, income tax officers and CBI officers, even before the retirement and after the retirement, joining the ruling party. And celebrately they are welcome.
Including the Home Secretary.
That is what I am telling. Officers,
Ministers.
leave it. Sir, leave it. This is one side. Another side, there are instances where the ED and CBI raids are conducted at the time of election. I am having our own pain. On 2nd April, just 5 days before the assembly election, which was done in single phase in Tamil Nadu, the income tax raid was conducted in the residence of my beloved leader, the present Chief Minister, Mr. M.K. Stalin's daughter's residence. What a shame. What do you want to say? What type of message you want to say?
Misuse of power.
Sir, I can say, one of the Chief Minister Maharashtra Supriya, your state former Chief Minister, I do not want to name, he got land grabbing case, he got ED case, he got CBI case, he joined the BJP. Not only the case is put into cold storage, he was rewarded with the Rajya Sabha. And you are saying that. And Assam also. Now the turn comes to.
Minister.
Now, Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra and the beloved and learned leader Sharad Pawar also it comes. So, what I am telling is, I can have a lot of lists. Sir, for all these reasons I am telling, I am entitled to come to a conclusion that a deliberate attempt has been made by the government by the way of these amendments to keep the opposition in pressure through the incumbent directors who will give the loyal returns to meet the political goals. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
சினிமா நேயர்களுக்கு நன்றி, வணக்கம். Please subscribe to Today's Cinema.